desperate to know the truth and desperate to know the real issues confronting the country.
If you think they will see this election, you will not allow it. Because if you do it, that's the end of this country.
Well, I can lie. The government, all the ministers in the government, they can lie. They don't put also everything they say. They don't say the truth.
The people of Liberia, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer.
And the facts surrounding those issues, there is only one forum that provides the answer. It's Face the Issue on Kings FM. John Antonin April Godson William, commonly known as Teacher Live, from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, they beat us today, and we drop out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their team that they defeated. Everyone said that they put a crack away. You never want to say so.
On Face the Issue, we speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the Issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue. Comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
You bow, Papa. You bow. You collected $22 million again without PPCC involvement.
Honored at this recent investiture.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Onegi. I wish to be something else, so we not vote for Latin and we here, oh. People dying in Kinja, horses money in single, parents crying for YFs. I thought they say we were enjoy 100 years back and forth. Jaros life in go up. Yahweh swole betray the labor. You can call over to finish give. Listen, we get gold, we get diamond, we get iron, oh. We get all, we get timber, we get rubber, oh. They sell the money in the bank, now we are leaving, oh. After the 100 days, like I be the quota, oh. But what can the tree will go? Waka, oh. We die, oh. Waka, oh. What can the tree will go? Waka, oh. We die, oh. Waka, oh. What can the tree will go? Waka, oh. We die, oh.
Now the first time in the country you will see I'm made to wrong. We're not talking plenty ego, we're not fighting and we're going. And when we're talking, say the tip back to win to oil wrong. He be looking at all that to say sleeping among the men a pong. Expressing my feelings on the song, the 22 minute roll. You tell me how far you go. Then I only want talking say we are coming a road. They been bossing from Ghana, the people send police for A, yellow machine from China, they come and say let no go A.
Yama, when I'm feeling from here, just the bugger been poor in mess.
What they get it, made them to answer. What they get it, made them to answer.
What on the tree will go? Waka, oh, we die, oh, waka, oh. What on the tree will go? Waka, oh, we die, oh.
Oh, I play the freedom of speech. Tell me why they sack people for MCC. Where the freedom of speech. When you thought you get the comment like Saki. We still trying to understand the government agenda. The rescue mission, rescue vision, part of fake impression. They get it drop and lead the people with high expectation. Like who's that part of the asking when the train will go? But how the train will go when the driver is old? We been sitting in the train, but the driver can wake up. Now all the funny things that make all the back give up. But who think on the budget? Like they see me and I think on CPP document. The house was selling like Dylan and Young Big property. But Uncle Prince and Jerry praying for back out the rapid. The country fire on a hustle, we can understand it. See how the people crying.
I have received today news of the evictions and destructions of our party headquarters. Unfortunate and regrettable as this is, I wish to encourage all Liberians, especially our supporters and sympathizers, to stay calm, remain law-abiding, and respect due process in the interest of our democracy, the rule of law, and the peaceful coexistence among all Liberians, irrespective of party, social, ethnic, or tribal affiliations. Fellow Liberians, fellow partisans of the Coalition for Democratic Change, today we witness yet another testament of the Unity Party government gross disregard for the rule of law. Emboldened by impunity, they continue to abuse power, testing our nation's fragile peace and democracy. Their list of violations grows daily, from police brutality against ordinary citizens to outright disregard of court orders. We must, however, take the high road. In the interest of peaceful coexistence, I urge everyone to remain calm, law-abiding, and respectful of due process, despite this partisan political mischiefs from the Unity Party government. In the legal battle over the ownership of the CDC headquarters, our party has always followed the rule of law and openly stated its willingness to abide by the court final ruling, regardless of the outcome. Yet, before the battle was fully exhausted, the trickled-happy partisans leadership of the police force, with direct instruction from Bouaka himself, spurred into actions. There was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill their very wish Bouaka has repeatedly expressed to his lieutenants. While executing this criminal act, amid the cheers of their partisans, they failed to notice the loud silence of the vast majority of ordinary Liberians. Our people are in disbelief at this administration. Reckless behavior in its quest to consolidate power. Posterity will punish them harshly, while the loss of our office building is a setback. I want to emphasize that it is only temporary. We shall overcome this sooner rather than later. Thanks to your unwavering commitment, determination, and resilience, fellow citizens, coalitions, well-wishers, and sympathizers. Fellow partisans, do not be despaired. While we admit these are difficult times, our party has faced worse situations, even from the very same actors we see today, and we have emerged stronger. We shall prevail. The UP leadership under Bouaka are destroyed, but we are builders. A special national headquarters delivery committee is being established to immediately begin the construction work so that we can have a modern state-of-the-art new home in record time. We shall execute this while we embark on a national tour to inform our people. In my journey to heights I have achieved, I have seen such hiccups before. We shall never waver. Together we will build. We are survivors by history. We are blessed with a spirit that overcomes even the most tragedies and misfortune. Remember, the unity, strength, and identity of our party and coalition are not found in bricks and mortar. They live in the minds, hearts, and fighting spirit of our teaming supporters. Therefore, I call on every member of the party our sympathizers to mobilize and focus our energies on constructing our next premises. I must be clear, resist the temptation to take the law into your own hands. However disappointed we are by this outcome, I call on each of you to continue respecting the law and due process. Fellow partisans, well-wishers, and sympathizers, I am optimistic about the political future of our party. Together we will build a better home land for our party. So help me God. God bless Liberia.
We have seen a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. For seditions, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Cruton to Peaceville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Bouaka administration. And that institution is the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes and aid will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponent, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in a quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. A belief we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is still ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberians will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our people.
The Bouaka, we used to go to him, even fee Bouaka because of his title. Make him comfortable because of a title. But you see what he's doing? He got a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is afraid of gangsters. It's a lie.
But you should be concerned as well. Why it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
AB, I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Soyota, I kept the peace. Charles Taylor, I kept the peace. I've never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the Republic and it is wrong. If you can't see it, AB, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, training position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson, I kept that respect. And the respect I kept for her, to respect the laws of the Republic. I even work with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful. But we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we in opposition, Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, let me give her the respect because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagreed and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest and we protest, we went to Ellen and she understood that. She came on the table and we talked.
And the government need to really, really invest. The people like you that get the type of structure, they come say, even they could just be getting you $1 million for the budget year. Every year they give you $1 million. You impact a lot of.
If I were president of this country, I should God show you his wonder. You're not believe it. We told Joshua for what? You're a footballer.
Yeah.
A football developed country. A football bring medicine in the head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen Johnson because she's from Howard University.
Yeah.
What will the board do for you? No passion for development. Then Umo Joshua will put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
He said me.
Connections there, you not get it.
You have no connection.
Yeah. Just say that Doma, all kind of things that just happen here. No he, no tea.
When he was 12 years older Ellen. Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in a garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yeah.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
It does not have that contact. The Senate started a trap of Boyka.
Okay.
Because when we wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Badia to where. And said the way forward is the Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boyka come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he now where he's just thinking all kind of way Boyka, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went, some kind of thing they did, but I think they did a resolution that passed because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow! All of them almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh! Then when I heard what was happening, it was remaining 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Kun, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Boyka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with Ellen.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving Ababa for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of Ome, then he wants to persecute us. He doesn't want to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Your partner said, go look for lawyer. It was from Kun offered, my own son offered that I went and found a resolution. I've never said to them, why y'all did this? You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So, starting the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Boyka send a bill, they will now put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move. Yeah.
Even a correct mission.
Rape cases in 2024. May we take a moment of silence. Every day in 2024, now women and children were raped. That is the average daily incidence of rape cases in 2024. According to the Nigerian Minister of Gender, Children and Social Protection, 2,759 rape cases. Is that not a genuine reason we are here for? Yeah. And an important reason we are here for? Yeah. We also remember the survivor of the King George massacre. As they are now Liberians, they were killed and shot in Cape Mount County. We should remember them. So we are here to present Amanda. We are here to present the official petition to the people of Liberia
And we expect the government to get execution from us. We, the suffering masses of Liberia, petition our government on this historic day, July 17, 2025. We, the people of Liberia, students, Maka women, PNP rather, care operators, health workers, teachers, soldiers' wives, rock crushers, rubber tappers, charcoal sellers, civil servants, and everyday hustler in Liberia. Rise as a one voice. We stay united, not in violence, but in peaceful. Hello. We stay united, not in violence. We stand united, not in violence, but in peaceful defiance of injustice, hardship, and betrayal that have known our nation. We rise because our backs are against the wall. Our country is broken. Our future is in jeopardy, and our patience has run out. We're tired. Enough is enough. Whereas the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia solemnly entrusts the President, His Excellency Joseph Yima Boakai, inaugurated on January 22nd, 2024, with a sacred obligation to defend the Constitution, uphold the rule of law, and ensure public accountability. Duties that are the very pillars of peace, justice, and democratic governance. Yet, this sacred duty has been willfully neglected. President Boakai has violated the spirit and letter of this oath by enabling unchecked corruption, shielding wrongdoers, and dismantling the system of checks and balances meant to guard against dictatorship. Amanda. Today, under this leadership, Liberia is sinking deeper into crisis, marked by worsening poverty, rising inequality, rampant lawlessness, and the erosion of public trust. The suffering of the people has reached unbearable levels. The nation is bleeding, and the storm clouds of unrest grow darker each day. Amanda. We can no longer remain silent while our rights are trampled on, our future stolen, our democracy dismantled before our physical eyes.
So let me say hands up to all of you wherever you are. Let me say happy New Year to you. As a matter of fact, we are all just majestically hearing each other's and hearing my voice and what I'm saying. You're hearing my voice and so forth, and we are just here. And with God above all, we have certainly overall prevailed over 2025. Now we have majestically jumped into 2026. And God did not bring us here and to lead us the hard way. No. He brought us here, and and we are very grateful to the Almighty God for everything. And Jeff is saying that the network in Zwedru is quick to go. So I should start. Yes, certainly I will. That's just something I was looking for. But I'm grateful to the Almighty God for everything that He has done for us. And I thank God for His protections. And I always tell you people that no matter how anybody think me, no matter how nasty, terrible I may be, I am God's choice in a special way to execute a specific mission for Him in a specific country for specific kind of people and for a specific time. So He made me, created me in a specific way
to deal with certain specific tax in a specific country that has to do with specific people at a specific time. And that's what I'm here. And I just believe it. So no matter what you think, what you do, X, Y, Z, he just got us here, and that's why we are here. And I always like to tell people that no matter what it is, whether you go up, you come down. I'm not looking for your approval. I'm not even looking for your disapproval. All I believe is there is God, and I respect that there is God. And because there is God, I have value for him, and I have respect for him. And I thank him so much. That's all that is required. Going to church to do X, Y, Z? No. All God required of us is to do unto our brethren on his behalf, as if we were doing it unto him, our God. Finished. We have served God. And that is very much essential for every one of us. You may go to church or whatever. If you are not relating to people like Jesus Christ did, you're just wasting your time. You're just showing up. God is not going to reward you for that. So you remember that, yeah? So those of you that are fighting for XYZ here and there, think about it. If you cannot go to actualize what you have learned from the church is place to learn. So it's like somebody tell you, say, not everybody who goes to school, that's the difference, right? No, that's not different. That's the same scenario. Let me put it this way in this context so that you get it clearly. Similarly, it applies to school. So people believe that if you don't go to school, you will not be successful in Allah. The same way people believe that when you don't go to church, that means you're not Christian or you'll not be successful. I want to lie again. Because it is possible you will go to school, but you don't learn what people learn from school. And the man who did not go to school, he's trying to apply his little wisdom. Because I want our education without wisdom. He applied his wisdom to manage work. Some of our mother and papa then, they didn't go to school, but they can manage their businesses. In fact, people who went to school are employed by them. That's how the God business look at too. The people who didn't go to school, the people who go to school, they are employed by them. But they didn't go to school. But you want to ask yourself the question, how are they running business? When we have to go to school to know how to run business, they don't go there. They didn't go there. But here they are, managing their businesses. Go red light. Go to the places. Our man and they are there. They are managing. You think they went to school? No. But their businesses are still booming. They are not collapsing. No. They are still there for years. So I think, and you just have to know all of that. The same thing with church business. People here think now you go to church as a surest way for you to know, and a surest way for you to get to heaven. Who told you that? Go to church and don't do the will of God and say that the surest way. Do you know that application is the key towards the application is the key towards. I want to bring it down to our level. Okay, application is the best way we can know that you are educated, that you have learned. So that's why you see when we go to school, they teach, then we can't get tests. That test they're giving, they want us to apply what we have learned in the class. If we can't apply it, we score 10 inside, we score 15 inside, we score 12 inside. That means that our application at the level of understanding we got in the application are hidden. So application is very, very key. Yeah. Application is very, very key in everything that we do. Yeah. So God is God, and we are in 2026, and we are asking God Almighty to do it once again. Yeah, we are asking Him to do it once again. Once again, God Almighty is going to do it, and for us once again, and we are grateful to the Almighty God for everything that He's doing for us. He's going to do it for us once again, and there's a prophet who sings a lot. And and people may not understand. And he's Prophet Sami. I love him so much. So this one, and as we go on tonight, right here on this day, we are grateful to the Almighty God. I'm not looking for anyone's approval, because all of us, for all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. So I am not looking for anyone's approval. So I'm here to make ask God Almighty so that He can make it once again. We are now stepping majestically into 2020. In fact, not stepping, but we've already stepped into 2026. We managed to go through 2025. So we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are here. If you are not disciplined and you don't know God on your side, then you're just wasting your time. Not the people like us who devote our time to understand how God works. Because people like us, we believe that it is only God that have us to where we are. With all that we live and all that we do, it is God who has us and is keeping us to where we are. So we are always grateful to the Almighty to put you in the spirit, to put you in the work of God, and know that it is God who brought you this far, and He's the same God who's going to take you through. And in all that you do, this is Prophet Sammy who sang this song. It is called what? Once Again. So, and you can have it there, and we are grateful to the Almighty God. You know, God is wonderful, eh? Yeah, we appreciate God in everything that we do. That's why you see He guides every steps that we take. God is God, and anyone who lives in God, God lives in you. And we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are right here together. Again, we may not have reached together happily the same way, but of course, once there is life, and there's hope. And we think we are grateful. That's what I can say. That's all I can say. We are grateful. All right, so folks, we are here tonight. A couple of things are unfolding, especially in our country. This is a brand new year. And the roll call, please. I will do that on tomorrow, sorry. This is a brand new year. And I'm grateful to the Almighty God that we are still alive. But the world is shaking. Things are happening. Nations are gearing up to go against nations. And as a matter of fact, I always told people, you know, have you people seen that have you people seen spring frog? Okay, spring frog. You know spring frog, right? Yeah. Psychologists will use spring frog and that of crocodile frogs in different perspectives. In this life, in 2026 that we are entering into now, before I go any further, let me just encourage you. So psychologists, they use the spring frog in a different context, and they also use the crocodile frog in a different context. So they will experiment taking the spring frog. They believe that the spring frog, the same date is not correct, right? Yeah, I will edit it. Don't worry. We'll edit it. That's not an issue. Which data did I put there? I'm not seeing dates here. By the way, Newton will come settle that. So please, let me do what I can. Today is what, the 5th? Yeah, okay. So let me edit the date quickly, please. Yeah, let me edit the date. Okay, let me edit the date. I beg you. Hey, something not happening, yeah? Sorry. All right. At least we are good. We are good. Yes, sorry, man. I'm flying, man. I'm flying without wings. Right? I'm flying without wings. Okay, the date is set. Thanks so much, my students. So you know about the spring frog, right? So if you take if you take the spring frog, what they would do to experiment human behavior pattern, they said there are people who believe in certain way of life. So they take the spring frog, they say when you take the spring frog and then you put it in a jar and you close it up, and you open that jar, the spring frog that used to spring before getting in that jar, it doesn't spring again. What it does at that point is that it accepts that it had been captured, though it is free. But because it accepts that it had been captured, and there is nothing that it can do, though there is freedom, There's where it can still go. There's the legs are still there, and so forth, even as long as you have it, but it accepts it, it lives with it. So they believe that human beings, there are certain human beings, the way you continue to call them, they can accept it, they can internalize it, and then they say, oh yeah, without any person is stupid, I will just be stupid. No, you don't have to accept it, right? So they try to tell you that there are people that when people characterization of them, they buy people opinions, they accept it, they live with it. They believe that they are imprisoned. And when you believe that you are imprisoned, you will always live with that prison belief. That's why it is. That's why you see Labrador man, white man. We just carry that thing out here. Since they capture us, they carry us America. They put us in a ship or whatever. They use us down there. They brought us back. That inferiority complex, it stays with us to the extent that even if a white man came here and opened a supermarket and a black man opened another supermarket, the way the black man will go well with a fellow black man, now the same way he will respect, now the same way he will behave if he were to work with white men. Though the same supermarkets, the same facility, everything, businesses, goods, and everything. Even the security man that you will put there. If the security man that's supposed to be to that gate, if that white man he providing security for, and a black man he providing security for, there's a different behavior pattern that the black man who security will have towards him as compared to the white man's security who is also the black man. It because you accept the capture, you believe that you are captured. That's what those are things. It worked. Those are methods that they have employed, and they believe that's how people are. So when you see white men, you show your teeth all over the place because that captured belief. You just believe that you are captured, though you have freedom, but you don't still see that you have the freedom. Now, what happened to that spring frog thing that I'm giving you an example? So the spring frog does not see that it is free. It doesn't jump anymore. It plays. It doesn't. It is free. They open it. They put it down. They say spring frog, but spring frog not going again. So that's what it is with us here in Liberia as well. So the inferiority complex, that's what it is, and that's what get us. Then you come to the crocodile frog. You see the crocodile frog, there is something we call a complementary and aggression, right? So the crocodile frog, when they use another scenario, they say the crocodile frog, can you see the crocodile frog? The crocodile frog, it can jump as distance as the how do you call this something as distance as the spring frog, right? So the crocodile frog just be but when you hit the crocodile frog, what the crocodile frog can do? It can pump itself. It makes itself to look like it has power when it doesn't have. It makes itself to look big when it doesn't have. That the crocodile frog mentality there. So there are people that if you hit on them, they are nobody. The aggression, they will fight back, but they are not. They don't have anything. They have nothing in them. They just putting on false belief, false impression. So just make you to think that they can fight back. They're not fighting back. They're not doing anything. But they will just put that fear in you. And you yourself will look like, oh, I got to test you again. No. That the same thing with the Unity Party people then that you see passing around here. So when you see them aggressive, then you see most people are aggressive. Some of them, when you want to advise them, they will pump themselves because they believe that you are hit on them. They will pump themselves up to make you the low that they get sense. No sense inside them. That just versation they want to use, aggression, rudeness. That all they want you for you to lead them. But they get anything inside them. They get anything inside them. They are not powerful. They are nothing. You can hit there again. Nothing good will come out of them. So that is what it is. That they kind of life. So you got to know the method that Unity Party employ or you. And the Unity Party type of people in there. Out of shame and disgrace, they are there. When you hit on them, they fight back. They fight back with no power. They don't have any power. All I think you can see Joseph Waga and police doing here and there, that the technique there. Because when you hit back at them, what they do, they pump themselves up to make you to think that they are powerful. So that you fear them. Then you run away. That crocodile frog mentality there. That's what it is. That's what it is. And we all go through these things. They are all, the psychologists, they look at animals, they look at some of these species and they use them, their behavior pattern and say, this is how human behavior is. And this is what it is. They do all of these things. And it's very much essential for you to know that. So now that you are into 2026, understand the behavior patterns of certain people. You don't want to be like the spring frog. Hmm? And then you have freedom to express yourself, and you can't have it because you are scared. You don't want to be afraid of the Unity Party people. You don't want to be afraid of them. You can still move. You can still move on. Yeah. So we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are here, and I hope you understand these behavior patterns and adopt the best one at the appropriate time. You got to adopt the best one at the appropriate time. If they come to you, the bullfrog, whatever it is, tell them, say, you're nothing, I will knock you and I will knock you off. You can't make me scared. You have no power. You are just fake. You got nothing. You got nothing to show. You haven't demonstrated anything yet. You are always told you sophisticated, you get ready, you get vexed with people over there, just for you out of shame. So most of them you see them attacking us today because we are hating at them. That the crocodile mentality in them. They pump themselves up when they have nothing to pump themselves up about. They have no power. They got nothing. They got nothing to show. Because if I am saying that John Brown did not do this, you don't have to insult me. Just come back. If you think you have that power, that energy to counter me, come with something that John Brown has done. But they don't have that. And because the crocodile fraud does not have the ability to spring or do whatever, all it does is to just pump up itself. And that's what it will do. Yeah. So sophisticated people who claim to be sophisticated, they don't insult. They don't go into issues because but they limited minds. They want that don't have any sophistication power. That they want to jump straight into insults. Because they don't have it. They just the crocodile fraud mentality. That's why in them. They just jump, they pump themselves up. Then you look at it, you be scared. Let me tell you, they are nothing. You won't hit on them, keep hitting on them. It will hurt them the most, and they will do nothing. Absolutely nothing to you because they are not sophisticated. When you are not going to debate, I can say right here, I sit down, argue with Unity Party people. I argue with them on issues for 2 hours, and they can only go a minute. The rest of it are insults. Just a minute, 2 hours. We can challenge each other to say we'll get into this for 2 hours. They will only go for a minute, and then they start causing. That's what they will go for because that's what they noted for. They have no sophistication, they have no backing, there's nothing to show. A crocodile fraud bungle people that then there's those. They can just pump up themselves to are rude, aggressive, arrogant, and that's what you see in them. Have you seen a boss man who don't know anything? The moment you want what they call him, he color speech from everybody, he wants to speak to anybody because he wants for you to know his weakness. There are some bosses, they employ the crocodile fraud mentality. They will come to work because they want for you to check behind them to know their weakness. They are a boss over you. You won't speak to them? No. This one? No. They are the call meeting. They want any input from anybody. They just can't. They say it, they go by their business, they're gone. Because they know that if anything comes from your mouth, it will make sense. And your sense will defeat their sense. So they don't want it. So as a result, they call meeting. They say, oh, that's all right, man. I don't want to hear anything down there. Why they gotta go by their business? Because they don't want you to show that you have better sense than they do. So they will just cancel meeting, disrupt the whole place, be aggressive. They are leaders. They are bosses who behave like that. They don't know anything. The only way they can prove to you that crocodile fraud mentality they will employ on you, they will kind of be aggressive. They pass it around. They add it. Why they call you? But don't speak to them. Don't add it. Even won't correct them because you're scared. But you see the boss man feel tired. Like you gonna go correct him to come tell him what thing to come correct him. I beg you. You just live with it because the man face alone. When you see a face tie, you will not want to correct himself. But though he was being corrected, but you can't correct him because the way you look at him, he said, me, I don't want to tell you before boss man get there. Yeah, all the man want, man. I want for you to carry an idea to it to go prove what that you get better idea than he does. No, he's not going to do that. So all these things, I having some psychological, backings or orientations. That's where it starts from. That's why those are the root causes of some of these behaviors. So all the animal and thing you see or whatever it is, features you see, we get behavior pattern of each one of them. And that's what it is because that crocodile fraud group of people, yeah, they're gonna do research on what I'm talking about. Say what psychologists, why do psychologists use crocodile fraud? CRAW, FROG. Put it there. They will tell you what they use it for. They use it to experiment and demonstrate certain behavioral patterns of people in specific area. The Unity Party falls right there. How the UP people fall right there. They get quick to get vexed. They're quick to cuss. So you can see clearly that is what it is. So let me say hats up to all of you. A lot of things are happening. The world is shaking. I don't know whether nations are gearing up to go against nations. I just listened to Louis Brown. You know, sometimes you are carried away by the American politics. You see the American people? You know how they do that? Learn this today. Don't mind them blasting at each other in America, getting vexed with each other in America. Then you, the outsiders, you put your mouth there. They don't let outsiders to talk in their things. The way they will approach each other on issues, Democrats going against Republicans, on what the Republicans doing, their bad governance. It is not the business of Liberia to come have press conference and jump on the side of the Democrats to come say you're doing bad governance thing. Huh? No. It's not your business. No matter. They will be shouting at each other in Congress. Oh yeah, the president is like this. Yeah, that you as a country, it is not your business. Don't mind them criticizing each other, even if they want to do their stuff there in America. You can't go against the one who is presiding as the president, the commander-in-chief, his policies. Because it is his policy. He is the chief architect. He is the chief spokesman of foreign relations or whatever it is. He drafts it for them. So it's not your business to put your mouth in their thing. Forget about what they will say, how they will go on. I was listening to Louis Brown. Louis Brown started that thing when he was there again. He told certain things that went against American interests. That's why we have decided to change him. And we are in his church. They go Sunday. He says something. We didn't know it. We have said something. We didn't know it. I agree. You may have your opinion about how all the ordinary people may have their opinion about how America is proceeding in Venezuela, what they did. They did state capture, they did SYZ, blah, blah, blah. Huh? It is not Liberia as a country business to put mouth against the United States of America, even if their own Congress people talking it, it's not your business to put your mouth there. Don't do it. You know, don't do it. You hear what President Weah said? President Weah said, President Weah said, the Chinese people, they wanted to use his hand so that Liberia, would join them to vote against America when they had issue with America. He said, it's not my business to go in that one day. I'm not doing it. It's not because you bring one bridge that you're coming to put here, because of our own laziness, that why we allow you to be using bridge and things to control us. You know, amen. You know, the best president Liberia ever had in the history of this country would not scare away, man, or would not see anything to really move him. Who believe that nobody can stand in front of him and bluff him with anything because he believe that it is our responsibility and we should be doing these things on our own. Even if that loan will take to get it done, we'll do it on our own. Yes, we can. Like Barack Obama said, only we are. Now that Tom and Tan who have so figure about white woman, tell woman, bring woman, they passing around, bluffing with white woman, inferiority complex, driving in through here and there. We are is not inferior to anybody who's white. Because we are was served. We are was served by these very people. Right? Yeah. So this is what it is. And we are very, 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 very grateful that God was able to show us a president who would not say, because this kind of thing in business, that you can't use my hand for me to come put myself in trouble. I can't do that. I'm just only encouraging our government to proceed with caution in this issue involving Venezuela. Because the people who get interest in Venezuela that America wants to fight, they are not your friends. Sometimes you want to look at the diplomatic cycle. You want to look at the diplomatic community, the geopolitics. You want to really look at it and see, where is it playing out? Who then America want to aim at? Who then America want to tackle? Who then America want to cut off supply from? You got to ask yourself those questions before you play tactically. They are saying certain things. Even the vice president who was sworn in as president, the first statement she ever made, that Independence State, this, that, blah, blah, blah. The next day, Rubio Jet Place called to her. She changed her whole statement straight. So I'm just telling you, I'm talking about the Venezuelan current president, the lady who there, the interim president, or the woman they sworn in to manage the affairs of the country. The first day, she not they told her president, the current president, she started saying all kinds of hard things. The next day, she changed her whole tune straight. She said she calling America so that they can collaborate. Can you imagine that? I'm just telling you, me, some of the things that we can talk, you can look at, Eddie, this, that, yeah, that, blah, blah, blah. Me, I'm just telling you. I mean that the Venezuelan president, the current acting, I don't know whether she acting or proper or whatever, she didn't want to change her tone quick like that. You got to be careful. I'm only cautioning our government. You got to be careful. You have to proceed with caution. Because they fight where I see it, the kind of thing they are reading behind it. If you listen attentively, you know that this entire thing is an aim at cutting off or supply or dominance of China. People don't joke about superpower thing because every one of them, none of us here who sit down here, we sit down whole day, won't sit down. Your friend can power you, your friend can do the thing. No, the people, they don't care. They are so jealous to the extent that they can break any law to protect their country. They don't have time. Americans, they can break any law. They break any law to protect the interest of their country. So now, while it is too experiencing, wise, you see them playing politics way on the surface, but deep down in their hearts, they know exactly what it is. Deep down, they know what it is. Because once a president takes an action and ties it to American interest, the rest of the other people, they will just be playing politics on the surface. Because the president says, I did it for America. I didn't do it for myself. And once you can prove that you didn't do it for yourself, it's for America, if that one you go, you're free. I don't care what happens. That is what it is. You got to look at it carefully, Labira. I'm just cautioning you. You say, I don't let your Unity Party rescue government. And I'm talking to you now and telling you, say, you must be careful. Nothing I do is when talking, respect country, constitutional, very good, blah, blah, blah. The people, they are watching. America wants to remain the superpower forever. And they believe that China using Venezuela and China to build their superpower strength. And the oil, they say, America said, we build the oil machineries and everything there. They're using it to go be supplying China for China to low powerful ahead of us. No, that China go over a different place. Now, the difference people don't understand with this whole geopolitics that's unfolding in Liberia, should be very careful, is that you don't want to compare America with Russia invasion of Ukraine or Israel in Pakistan or China intend to take Taiwan. No. For America, when they want to sit down there to control the country and take the country and make it part of America, no. All they know is business interest, what America wants. That's the difference. But for Russia, they want take the land. They want take the land to make it to be part of them. China want for Taiwan to come back for them to control it. No, America interest not like that. For them, they don't operate like that. America want Iran. They don't go there to go say America, Iran can be part of America. They don't want land. No. They don't want land. Not land they want. They don't want it. They just want their interest. For them to be seen as they are powerful. And their interests must be protected. No matter what you do. American people, they believe in their interests. So you got to be careful, government. Not everything you can hear toy. So that's what you just remain quiet. I just language by yourself. You're not forced to talk. Why you think the Chinese people, immediately that happened, the Chinese used Liberia through their embassy to condemn America, through the Chinese embassy to condemn America, knowing Liberia's position with America. They used their local embassy here to spread that so that they tried as much as possible to domesticate the message in an American ally country, where they condemn America in an American ally country, and is published on a website or web page hosted on a Liberian soil. Now you see all these things happening. Then the next day, your government go have press conference. Can't put mouth inside and talk about all the things. You have to be very, very careful. It's not an easy thing. And that is what it is. Everyone else will do what they can. If you want to say Trump reckless, Joseph Boakai is also reckless. I think Trump not doing going there and there, blah, blah, blah. He say American people interest. Joseph Boakai not doing. Why the Liberian people interest are in Joseph Boakai attitude? You know, so now you want to sit down, then you want to condemn one president for taking certain action. Boakai is somebody who takes action in a dictatorial manner, not for the sake of the country's interest, but for his personal interest. So why are you trying to bring? So you want to Trump action and Joseph Boakai action here? Let me all of that thing are doing what they call. Why do they want to discuss their politics on that side of it? And the American point. Trump action and Joseph Boakai action here. Which one is more people centered? Trump is saying American companies will move in. Joseph Boakai took Mano River Union, according to him, took it and gave it to a nephew or whatever to build it. Eh? Your government, your president is reckless. Louis Barr, breaking all the laws. He doesn't care. Do you have that moral to even condemn or maybe speak to Trump's taking action the way he is taking it? He has capacity as president of the United States of America. When your president is breaking all of the laws, he has unseated and planted people at the national legislature. He broke all the laws. Let's look at it now. Say you want to put more on America. America, you know, you got to respect the country. Louis Brown, are you somebody be talking about rule of law, constitution? Your president in this country does not even respect the constitution of the Republic of Liberia. Then you talk about Trump or respect international law, domestic constitution, blah, blah, blah. When you yourself, your president, does not respect, I'm saying does not respect his own constitution. You speaking of constitutional issue? No, you see, you know, when somebody tells you that you don't have the moral, when you don't have the moral to speak to this, because you are suffering from moral deficit. At this point, you are suffering from moral deficit. Do you think the people have time for all the things and be talking, oh, this, that, America, this, that? Remember, brother, let me tell you something. Whether we like it or not in this country, all that sham money we can be making, passing around, blah, 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 blah.
You can't do anything to America. You and America enter in contract, they break it, you will have to obey. Even if they breach the contract, you can't hold them accountable because you are non-entity. In what way is your government? In what way is your government upholding the rule of law? In what way? In what way? We're talking about rule of law in general because what has happened is that Trump is not respecting sovereignty. He's not respecting international law. Everything that you're discussing about Trump behavior is law, 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 law. So I say, let's leave it. Who doesn't want to talk about law, law, law on Trump? The president that don't respect laws, that didn't want to be talking about law, law, laws. The people who don't respect democracy, that didn't want to be talking about democracy, democracy, democracy. Then you can't say that and say about respect. No, no. The rule of law. Let me tell you, in this country, it's completely trashed. Come on, protest. You can't allow people to have protest on your administration. Then you're putting more on rule of law issue, talking about how what did he was saying again? He said, what did you happen? He said, what did Louis Brown Tony? You know, my brother brother, but they can do all kinds of things on that too. But you see, their country is an interesting country. And I always told you people, whether you go or you come down. Yeah? Everything you speak to, you must have the moral to speak to it. And your people back home will say, yeah, our government is doing well. When it comes to the rule of law, yeah, at least they're doing well. X, Y, Z. That should be the case. But that is not the case yet. Oh, you want me to play Louis Brown's voice? Okay, that brought official response from the UN Security Council. Because the UN Security Council is supposed to convene. We're waiting for them to convene. We are waiting for them to convene. For them to have their meeting. Let them have their meeting. Let listen to him. Let's listen to Louis Brown. I'm begging you. Because the thing here, you be talking and you be talking from inside your ear. So you got to talk it straight so that everybody will get you. Yeah. So we can get it straight, yeah? I beg you. I said about it at all. You're listening to my point of argument. I'm not saying about it at all. No. We are discussing law, breaching of laws, SYZ, blah, blah, blah. So we want to domesticate it and see whether we have the moral to speak to that. That's all I'm doing here tonight. I'm not saying anything and Louis Brown said was wrong, but he doesn't have the moral to speak to the issue of anybody breaking laws. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that. And I'm saying it again and again and again that he does not have that moral to speak to such. Yeah, he doesn't. Whether you like it or not, you go or you come down, he doesn't have that moral to speak to that. Because the way they have treated this country, they have made a country to look like a useless country and no law. So for anything about who've been breaking law in this country? The first president to just be breaking law when we know that we have laws in this country. Nah, he's a bugger. Your president who sent you down there to the UN Security Council to go sit down there. Now the man breaking all the laws in the place. They can listen to Louis Brown, please. They listen to my brother. My brother, big brother, not just brother, but big brother. With respect. So let's listen to him. With respect, high degree of respect. I get for him because he respects me a lot. Since that time, I used to talk about him on WhatsApp view, and he called me to his office sometimes back in 2015. Yeah. And then we talk. I say, I commit myself. No more talking to you again. So the how will be now. So, you know, when I commit myself to people and tell you, say, this is what it is, I get no issue with you. That's it. You go, you can't. So let's listen to him, right? So here he is. Good, brilliant. So let's listen to Louis Brown. I think you didn't get him. That's what I'm saying. I don't think you're getting him. You didn't get him. So now we should be able to get him. So that's why he said, I'm not saying he said anything bad. No. Did I say so? No, I didn't say that. I will not say that because I believe that he didn't say anything bad. But I'm looking at it from the other angle. And I'm also cautioning them to be very, very careful. Because there will come times for decision making. And they got to be careful before they put themselves in trouble. They have to be very, very careful before they put themselves in trouble. That's all I can say to them.
Be careful before you put yourself in trouble, because here the people get your lawlessness record. The American people get all your lawlessness record right here. That you not break all the laws, you not do as well as they know it. Then are you coming to come put your more law? You better close your money in America, there lead a thing, and then come and say that yeah, in the Polando, what you are doing? All the thing your own. Let's
underscores the importance of dialogue, the peaceful settlement of disputes, and respect for constitutional and institutional frameworks. Mr. President, the complex situation in Venezuela requires a comprehensive response that is both inclusive and nationally owned. We continue to hold that a sustainable and peaceful resolution can only be found through constructive dialogue among Venezuelans themselves, with genuine respect for the aspiration and rights of the Venezuelan people, and with the constructive support of the international community. The A3 expresses its solidarity with the people of Venezuela and reiterates the African Union's commitment to peace, stability, and mutual respect among nations and regions. It's important for all parties, both within Venezuela and in the broader international community, to exercise restraint and responsibility, upholding international law and avoiding any action that could escalate tension or threaten regional stability. The A3 stands ready to support all efforts within this council and in cooperation with regional partners to facilitate a peaceful, inclusive, and lasting resolution to the situation in Venezuela. I thank you. A3 appreciates, on assuming the presidency of the Security Council, presidency for promptly convening this important meeting. We congratulate Somalia on assuming the presidency of the Security Council this month and warmly welcome all new members. The A3 appreciates the Democratic Republic of Congo, Somalia, and my own country, Liberia.
All right. The A3. The A3. What are the A3? Democratic Republic of Congo, Somalia, and Liberia. And guess what? Somalia assumes the presidency of the council. But they get a speech to Liberia to read. Louis Brown took the speech to read it. Somalia, that is the president of the council, part of the A3, did not read that statement. That Louis Brown, Liberia, they give it. You see the guys? Ah, God. You know, they don't see anything. I remember one testimony. You know, Louis Brown that didn't want to be on Taylor. And they know, they know the Taylor boys. They're not scared. Then people then go sit down there, decided to design a speech and call the president. All that thing they're talking down there. So America is the UN. The people went to war, all that noise in Iraq here, and then the people decided to go to war. They went to war over UN. And you see, one thing you not see France then talking the thing and what they call it. They get up for that thing. They get their allies. They get their support. They get their allies. You're not even part of the superpower allies. They're not talking anything. You're not watching to see whether they're talking anything. Liberia go join and said that for you to sit down and go say, okay, all the opponents together, but me, I don't really know. The point I put need at least you could just escape it. They get it to Liberia to read it. And what did Louis Brown say? He said, the A3, Democratic Republic of Congo, Somalia, Liberia, they are ready. So that even if the UN say they are going against America, Liberia will support that. Try it. I want for you to try. You see, oh God. You see how Liberia. You're not smart. You see, you're not acting like, oh, there's that. Look, the guys are smart. Why you think Somalia? War 2 nation. Why is it they did not read this communication? Why they didn't read it and they give it to you, Liberia, to read? I told you it was on Liberian soil that China did condemn America through their Facebook page all over. They placard all over. You think the people don't know? You think they're not careful? This whole thing is geopolitics. It's not about what we see on the surface. Yes, it's true. It's experiences, law or whatever it is. But when things become political, when I say something is political, geopolitics, even at the level of the national legislature, when there are some things that go to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court looks at the honor tomb and see that it is more politically driven. They say the political question doctrine, that political question, that they will leave it with the politicians to answer that one by themselves. And you saw how smart that the Supreme Court did that. In that case, they look at it and say, no, we can't clear to say Speaker Kofa is not Speaker. We can equally clear to say the other people that they're not there's that here and there. But as far as we know, these are the laws that they need to follow. Political question, when a thing is coming up, you just, as a law, you try to withdraw law because you don't want to come to see the law coming in conflict with politics and politics slapping the law and making the law to look crazy. No, you don't want to see yourself like you're not being respected at all. So you play out. When it comes to politics, it's not about law. The whole thing that going on in Venezuela is geopolitics. It's not about law. So Liberia does not know. What kind of problem is that? Why you want to put us in problem with America? They use all the reader speech. The 3 Hebrew brothers didn't carry A3 on our side. Yeah, my student, that's fast. Winston Logan say, you got 3 Hebrew brothers, he said. And I hear they want to say the 3 Hebrew brothers. Then you go to A3 on our side again. I don't think about 333 that what Louis Brown can be. Louis Brown carry A3 on our side. Then he got ready, he carry. So he wants Satan to say, when the crisis ensued in Venezuela, when the whole world was watching, Liberia took the boast there. And Luis Ando Gasera, Bezonga, or whatever it is, Brown, I the one took the stand and spoke for the 80. That said anything you don't want to take credit for. That said any things you don't want to take credit for. You don't want to take credit for those kind of things. You leave it. Chief, there are certain things you don't speak to. It's not your business. DR Congo, then why did I talk? Dado Congo. You know what I mean? Dado Congo there. Dado Congo there down there. Why is it Dado Congo they're not talking? Somalia. Why did I talk? Somalia is the president. This is about geopolitics. The Americans believe Venezuela supplying oil to China. Look, why you think China gave billions and billions and billions and boasting about their economic strength? You think America cares to come back? No. Chief, whether you like it or not, people want to show power. A power struggle going on there. The men want to be respected. Respect is what these people are looking for. And anybody who is superpower somewhere, how do they show it? They demand it. If you don't want to give them it, they will demand it no matter what it is. You think what they did now that hour? They just wanted to show strength about their military capability, what they are able to do within seconds. Though, forget about that thing that happening in Congress. You hear some congressional people having meeting, they having press conference. Trump has broken the laws, he violated. The other that thing, they are proud in themselves that they were able to exhibit their military capability to move to a place where China has said, I don't be worried. Well, you know, we get interest there, we not support you, we'll do this. We get all our thing there, we'll be able to detect anything. We'll be able to blast out everything. And say, look how they want it. We will enter down there and jet out anybody we want to jet out that your Chinese toy and your get out of your call gun. It mean anything to us. That's what America, that the message America want to send to tell China and the rest of the people who think that they send military hardware to Venezuela to protect them, for them to be challenging America. The men then demonstrated to say, look, we are going to demonstrate something. It may be something that we don't, let's leave all of that thing, but I want to show them that we got power. For all that thing you do, look, these people have demonstrated that the kind of jet then that they have, all that Chinese jet then can make it. You see, Chinese things are things that they're not really too strong. Now when you see all these things that you see happening around here and there, the people wanted to show certain power too. Listen to Donald Trump, the interview they had with him. You listen to him when he asks what becomes of it when it comes to Russia and China here, and then he say yes, Russia, well, what they call, but other countries. He never even mentioned China near again. He said, but other countries, if they want to sell, they will come to us. We want. They think about exercising power. They're not understanding it. At this stage, weaker and smaller country, what they call? Look, the statement that ECOWAS released, that's it. The statement that AU released, that's it. It finished. You leave all of that one out. In fact, immediately they bombed the area. One Nigerian men who are putting more on Donald Trump and the American people and say they do XYZ. The men deleted all a post. Then, according to him, he came back on Facebook again. The church man, I know that Imam or some kind of cleric or something. Look, Liberia, you'll be very careful. That man was sitting there and saying, oh, the American project, when they started bombing, oh, what they play in Nigeria, blah, blah, blah. The moment they ejected and I Maduro from that day, the man deleted all his posts. In fact, the man made disclaimer that he's not against America. Anything America can do, he support it. That kind of thing you're talking about, then you can say that. The man who Taylor said, let me tell you now, Taylor, one of the testimonies. Taylor said, the thing that made him to go when Joe Bush said Taylor must leave now. He said when he stood up the mansion, he already saw the U.S. Marine thing and their submarine were already on the water all around here when Joe Bush was saying Taylor must go. You will see that thing on your water already. What do you get? Your AF, you're not get, you don't get nothing. What do you get to come? The man saw the thing right here already. Taylor said he looked there, he saw everything there. They have surrounded the entire country. That thing that job we are doing, Taylor must go now. Before the man said now, it's already done. Oh, so well, this Chinese thing that you see, you can be passing around. Your thing that's going to sophisticated thing. You think the American people, these American people, they're not people to joke with. That all the people telling you, they're not joking. So well, then you know the party people. Let me ask you a question. So when you were supporting America to sanction, we are government official, blah, blah, blah. You never knew that they were so powerful? Or you didn't know that they were powerful, that they can do anything. They didn't care about laws or whatever it is if they want it. That's it. Chief, in life, you must exercise your power. Is it? Exercise your power. So that show your power. When you see that power is being threatened by other people, you got to show it to them that you are man. They indicted that man on Trump administration. And they can't ask why he blah blah blah. Trump say, I will go for that man and bring him. That thing that Louis Brown can go do down there, that trouble. Why did Somalia there? That one say he himself told y'all listen to him. He said Somalia assumed the leadership of their A3. Freshness don't work in that way. You know, sometimes when you want to take your time, go and start listening to analysis. Yeah, they don't have what they call it on you. Go on YouTube. If you get a second, listen to the analysis and know what the whole thing is about. You will know everything about it. Some of the analysis will be able to help you to give you an informed perspective on what really going on. Yeah, watch it. And we hear the thing. Liberia has to be careful. China will be defending on Liberia. Another time has come. You talk about law. They broke the law. They enter the poor era. They do SYZ here and there. Yeah. Yeah, my dad, yeah, thank you. Even Jeff Vincent, a police man, a security man, AC, were here in the country. He said, yes, AB, that's true. He said that's true. That what Kerry Taylor, he even told his boys not to shoot at the Americans on the sea. He told a boy, he said, when you fire one rocket, you see the thing that down there? They men will just blast the whole mansion or they go by their business. I feel it die. But who can look at America and challenge America? Let me tell you something. Forget about it, whether you want to go or you can't now. These people, they made, God just gave them certain power. Why you think they Israel together like this if you don't see God inside? With all the things that you see happening here and there, these people, there are certain people that you don't joke with. There are certain people. God can use certain people to do as well. See what they you see Trump doing recent time. He went straight to go fight for Christians. Anyway, the man here determine where you want to go do it. So that kind of man you look at him like that. So kind of man, but God using him. And then our Joe that sitting there and using God name. Donald Trump not even using God name. But he just doing a thing in all kinds of ways. He get ready and say he's going for Christians. He say anybody target Christian, I mean you targeting because I'm a Christian. So I'm going for them. That kind of thing he operating on. Now why you see a little bit light about Israel, blah blah blah, all the kind of thing because he believe that Israel own Christian ties and so forth. He doesn't want to see it. Say what they call like that. Yeah. Then you get some kind of Joe here who went and borrowed Joseph Joni. He passing around breaking all the laws here. Then you can say what he. Oh, so you say that you're putting your more America, you will support the United Nations. Oh. Now see where the problem is. You watch out. They men will put your country in problem. And that problem that they will put it in, if America want to deal with Liberia, they just only come for the official and take them up. If they able to come collect Joseph Boakai and carry him, will put somebody in a seat. Because they think that they own, they greediness that they own. It now falls for China to use your hand to fight America. I'm cautioning you. You may say I'm not like your business. But I'm telling you, I'm seeing some of your officials feeling threatened already, seeing that the way American moving and they are targeting China. China will be forced to all kind of things. You're not forced to continue with China, Chief. There are not many Liberians living in China. In fact, Liberians living in China say when they born children, they I don't know whether they can lead the children there, they can take the children from them. America not like that. All of your American, your Liberian officials, all of them, when they finish study, America they can go sit down. That they are safe haven. America is safe haven. So that's why you can put more on America. Because the people you depend on as your leaders, all of them they can go sit down in America. In fact, they can be proud of owning properties in America. But they're not able to be proud to own property in China. So when it comes to decision making, you have to know where to. They say put your mouth where your money is, right? So hang your clothes. I don't know, hang your clothes where your hand can reach or whatever. They put your mouth where your money is. So that's it. So whether you like it or not, you know that's the problem. I may not be somebody who was a Trump fanatics. I must agree to that. But when Trump says anything, he can do it. Unlike Joseph Boakai, who is saying one thing and doing a different one on the other side. He get ready and say people and people must live together peacefully. The next day, he's going to be chasing opposition people out, giving a police people something to start flocking people. He said people will be all the things. Joseph Boakai does not mean the word. Trump means everything he says. They were not liking for who he is, but there are certain attributes about him that when he tell you, say, this is it. Yeah, that's it. But I tell you, if Liberia not be careful, Liberia, in fact, need to be careful with this statement that they even made. Let's watch out. And they want other to get China dominance here. That you think America got to come say no, we'll be brief for you. America believe that you're stealing plenty. You know, sometimes when I see people talking, the American people, they want look, the American people, they don't have to say China, leave Liberia. And the American people can come down now without breaching. You're talking about I don't know, biochip, whatever. You think America cares about it? America able to say, look, just several diplomatic relationship with China because they're acting frisky on us. We don't want them to be in our backyard because we don't feel them safe in the country. We have our embassy here and SYZ, blah, blah, blah. You'll be forced to do it. You think they will do it, then they can't say they don't want to come and build a bridge. No, the American people believe that you are stealing too much. You are able to build that overhead pass by yourself. If you were to put in your time and energy and investment, everything you're able to do it by yourself, America can't do it for you. For what? America not get time for that thing. America believe that you're stealing. In fact, it's going to be sanctioning your now for that stealing that you're doing. They know about it. You think they're coming to say we don't want to build it? They didn't care about that thing. Oh. America believe that everybody should be able to fight for themselves, to make themselves, to stand up for themselves. In fact, America believe that you must be of help to them and not liability on them. That's what America believes. That's why you see when Liberians leave from here, Americans down there pressure Liberians to work. America is a working society. It's not a liability society. No, it's a working society. They work. So no country that stealing resources for their own citizens here and there, we can say that American people are not helping us. Help you with what when you are not helping your own people? The day America get ready and say yourself a diplomatic relationship with China, it will be the end. It will be for the because when you do it, we'll tell you to do it. We'll tell you to do it. Because what? When you weigh the options and see what benefit Liberia as compared to dwelling or whatever it is here and there, China is not hosting us anywhere. That they are Chinese language, that they can say, we'll go there, we'll come by here, whatever it is, nothing you're doing for us. That American people, in fact, some of you get ready to say that America, you won't go. Let me tell you now. Let's get to the line into with you people, and then we'll work. That kind of thing, you better be careful with the American people. You don't get time for that thing you're on there, so maybe sitting on the our Liberians are here in America that they play our small thing and they make them plenty. If not America or whatever, how many of our brothers then, in fact, we that in Liberia struggling now, how many of them will think on China or whatever? Is either in Dubai, your brother will send you something from there, or what they call the Chinese people, the way they set up their system for you to get anything from there, yeah, it's difficult. You'll be sitting out there, you'll be talking to things, what they call that overhead pass business you're discussing here. I'm begging you, man. You'll go find a play to her. Hello, how you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah,
Happy New Year.
Man, happy returns. Please go on.
Yes, but we are Toba.
Yeah.
You know, our people use a parable that when you see that boy with a grape on his head, when your child don't want any fish that you want, then you give it to her or you give it to him. If the brother want to put their hands somewhere that will disgrace their country, let them continue to put their finger in lion mouth. Thank you. May God bless you.
All right. Thank you, Medicine. Let's hear from you quickly. I got
AB, Happy New Year. Thank you so much. AB, what you just said, we got a history of that. When Dokin to power, Do and Libya were very close. The Libyan people built a building that is called UN building there. They used to call Pan-African Plaza. Libya people built it. They said Libya wanted to build 10 of that building in Monrovia. America told Do to stop diplomatic relations with Libya. At the time, the Libyans that were involved in the American airline bombing in 1988, Libya were under sanction. Americans didn't like them. So Do got to stop diplomatic relations with Libya. That was discontinue Libya from building that building in Liberia. So as you said, America ought to tell Liberia stop diplomatic relations with China today. They will be forced to do it. You can't do it, you put yourself in trouble. What America did in Venezuela, all Americans support their military. All Americans. Myself was sitting and talking. I'm a registered Democrat. I don't let a Republican business and let that party say. But when it comes to the military operation they carry in Venezuela, all Americans agree on that. They thanking the military for the power they show. Venezuela is not a small country. It got 30 million people. It got advanced military supported by both China and Russia. All their air defense system come from Russia and China. America disabled all their air defense system. And they entered there, they put 200 men on the ground. They put 150 aircraft in the air over their city. 200 men get on the ground, they entered their president. All their presidential guys were killed. They were killed before they grabbed the president. So what Liberia get? 5 U.S. Marines can come from that embassy and walk to that embassy and grab Joseph Walker. 5 U.S. Marines. I'm telling you now, bluff. What do they get? You know, I was reading somebody comment on the Kings or lie. The person called and said JMB. He said nothing America can do to me. I get my army equipped with AK-47. I just laugh. They put keep on Chancellor, and Chancellor was smart to lead. They put one ship, they brought the aircraft carrier. They put it in the sea, international water, before Job will issue that statement. The largest aircraft carrier in the world America got it. They deploy. They carry near Venezuela. The largest aircraft carrier. They never warship that can carry the airplane on the sea. The largest one in the world. They deploy it near Venezuela. Like all the airplanes that were moving from Honolulu to go to Venezuela. So what you can do to America? Nothing Liberia care. It's just putting Liberia in trouble. Donald Trump is a crazy person. He can take any kind of action based on what they say to UN. You know what he said to UN? It represents your country and your government. That's your official government statement.
You're right.
They can take that serious against Liberia and not feel away. America will not feel anything. Liberia is just like a new quarter to America. Thank you, AB.
Thank you, man, for your contribution. I appreciate that. Let me get on to the next caller. Hello, how you doing?
Hey, AB, how are you, man? Compliment the season, Leo here.
Please go ahead.
But look, AB, you see Louis Brown just dug a big hole for Liberia. If you listen to that speech Louis Brown read, what Louis Brown directly did, he accused America of destabilizing the region. Louis Brown read in the faces of Americans that, yes, you guys are the ones destabilizing our region. And so we stand with China and Russia to accuse you. That's what a small Liberia. And you know what they're telling Trump right now? The president who you told say he can speak good English, and representative then and they say they kind of stuff. That's what they are telling Trump right now. And it's like when you see baby brother and fighting, you find a lay ends. Oh my man, you have to get me small bro. But yes, that's what you're doing. Okay, give me the low cost you're eating. Yeah, but yes, that's what you're doing. They don't even see you. Or Louis Brown stood on a stage where he has no capacity of calling America in his mouth. Why the people Somaliland didn't read that speech themselves? The people couldn't read it themselves because they're not going to try to fight America. They will not stand to, because you know how much they stand to gain. Or Liberia, who is begging for arms, is in the faces of the people disrespecting them. AB, this is another sign of gross disrespect, and you watch what's coming for Liberia. Thank you, I submit.
Thanks for your contribution. I appreciate it. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, let's hear from you, please.
Yeah,
let's hear from you, please.
Maybe you know the party people on the same mistake that they made with two power. I see mistake in the United Nations. When you give someone where you don't have experience, you should wait and listen and look at people like that experience. Maybe you hear France talking on there, you hear Germany making there, you hear Italy making no. So why that we have to watch? Even if you go at the Security Council, if you have 3 countries come together, they have one communication. Because you are a JJC, you just having there, you have to allow these people that are in the system to really communicate you. Instead of telling you, and whenever you see so they don't run. Wow, what more fun is so 75 in the country, but only 2 who are PJ and the permanent nation. That 2 who are PJ are being on the provider. And the problem you're creating for us in that. And when I'm talking about we the ordinary people on the ground, like in Nicotan, Gaza, and Western, all the way to your Wunta in Gambasor, who they won't feel with. You, AB, you are a lawyer, you are a permanent, you're trying to call your friends in your government and tell them they want not politics. You're telling them the lower you're going is too fast. You're slow down. Because when the people were the strike, they will not only strike on Baga, they will strike on everyone going to say,
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you, my brother. You are 100% right. Hello, how you doing? It will affect all of us. It's not about politics. You're right. Hello, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, please go on.
Happy New Year. I thought you called me. You didn't call me.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Yeah, man, I'll be returns. I'll call you.
Yeah. My name is Musa J. Brown, and I phoned in from New Jersey. AB, you know the reason why that this is the same reason. This is the same Louis Brown that voted against America. Do you remember?
Yeah.
That calls for President Biya to recall him and say, look, you know why? America are being our traditional allies. Everything about us, we got 100% of Liberians living in America that giving remittances to our country, that helping to subsidize our budget, that helping to reduce poverty in our country. You can't speak against them. This is the same Louis Brown. Again, it's the same Louis Brown that Joseph Boakai has sent back to America. That America has taken a decision, your party decision, that you question the decision that your party. This is what that is happening to Liberia. No, let's wash up, AB. Look, we're in a country, in America, here. AB, America is the giant of the world, the father of the world. When they speak, you must submit. Let nobody fool you, AB. Let nobody fool Liberia. No, why is it that America, where the 500,000 coming from to give to America from the MCC? That China? The 500,000 they're talking about, that they passing, the boasting, they running around. That China?
You're right.
Oh, when they receive one call, they few times, Donald Trump, they said Donald Trump called President Joseph Boakai. Well, it's not on the news, they posting all on social media, all on the news.
They know.
I mean, can you imagine? Man, what kind of people are these? The people feel that, yeah, the people feel they are educated, but look, they think so low to the extent that I don't know. Just a phone call, tell to say, oh, hello, president to president. That one that was big news. Then that the people always do something for you. They say, oh, Papa, if for you to even close, even if you very close, you want. Because you got nothing. You 0.0. You're not even close to Venezuela. Close. 1 inch close to Venezuela. That you come and condemn. I see people that more Ali than writing rubbish. Because he's giving opportunity to set our water and sewer. Why should our people damage our country like this? Look, in Jersey, you know that same wave is not taking. The people stop same wave from sending money to Liberia. In Jersey, in New Jersey. No more same wave. Yes. Ask anybody, call people from New Jersey. No, we can send same wave. And we just again.
They will not try.
Look, when America ready to stop, I'm telling you. It's not, I'm not joking. People, they can never international call somebody from New Jersey will tell you that there's no way that money can same way they start leaving from New Jersey. They put a stop to it. What kind of people are these? What kind of people are these? Yeah,
we have to be
baby. You know, I got my family, my children, everybody in Liberia. I will protect them there that will carry on. What do people not get understand? They don't get sense? Something wrong with it? Something, I'm telling you, the thing is frustrating. Because these are people who know that. The money that comes from. I'm telling you, Jesse, New Jersey, nobody in New Jersey right now can send a same way from New Jersey to Liberia. I am saying it. I say, Musa Brown say, Musa Gujikwe Brown say.
No, you're right.
Once you carry that,
yeah, but you're not trying.
I'm telling you,
it will not spread.
You see, so that the kind of people that you want to talk to, that the kind of people, hey man, because you got some more opportunity, more Ali, because you got some more opportunity.
All right. Thank you.
God bless Liberia, man. Thank you, and God bless you.
God will certainly bless us and you. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, good evening to July.
Yeah.
Abraham, happy New Year.
Many happy returns. Go on, let's listen to you, please.
Yeah, this is the voice of Sabu Rasta. I'm joining the show tonight from 4 to be specific in Zimbabwe. Look, Abraham goes where I say for me, I'm not flabbergasted. I knew that Liberia would arrive at this point. Look, when you got bunch of unserious people in power. Nobody not able to carry that mob. Then they can carry that mob. You know, when one die, they can always miss the road. Look, Louis Brown, Louis Brown saying entire suffering, so now you're not suffering again. So you want poor, you want another people, you want what's suffering all. Maybe that people don't want to carry your more, you know that you want. So I would not care anymore, right? After you said that you tired suffering, now you're not suffering now. So you want other people suffering, or play when you don't carry your more, when you carry your more, Louis Brown, right? But look, let me tell you, Abby, we look for it. You know, when you don't know anything, you pretend that Allah say you know something that what can happen to you, Abby. Since they inserted on the government, everything's poor, everything's clear. Like, can you imagine? Police beat horses in a row. President that using country money, traveling with Africa, nothing back to the country. You just there, people paying 10 million mansion all around the place. Nothing will get you from the government here. Maybe we'll look for it, but continue the show. Thank you for the show.
Thanks for your contribution. I appreciate me. Get to some of our moms and who are out there. Hello, how are you doing? Hello?
Yeah, even the terror park calling for shortage.
Let's hear from you, Vic. How's everything?
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Many happy return, mommy.
Okay, thank you very much. My brother, when you say you are fasting Louis Brown, you are fasting the Nepali people there. The people around here 6 years ago, they will say all kinds of things against President Weah. They go to the US and they send on the government. From there, they went to the warehouse. They met Jerusalem and they send on the government official there with political station. They follow our whole official there. What are you fasting for? They put a responsible government. Then they come there to chaos. Who will suffer? That we don't will suffer. They put us in the can rescue. It's not because in the insurance, the country will tell the great. You still have to use it, making statement. When the project decision in other countries, you make a statement. And the most one changes very much of the Christian in Nigeria. Let me tell you, change you first. When the fucking of people that fall the next one, what the decision, then you make a political statement. No, let me tell you, I'm praying for Nepal. I pray for now on before we get in the 15. That's the most say action or to step with a PM and send it over Thank you very much.
Thanks, mommy, for your contribution. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello, Evie.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
This is Errol Council. If you do when you come from America, you can be speaking American English. United Party people, they are like lesser. Oh, they see lesser, taking push-up. But you can grow muscle. Nothing that nobody won't go all up. They try what are they looking for. Well, we're not breaking. But rather, you might have seen a deal with that president. That what will happen to them. That's not the first person. They did it to General Noriega for selling medicine, selling drugs again. In the 80s, the late 80s, before the war, before Liberia Civil War, they arrested that president again. I think it was Honor George Bush. So that the first time, so let them be acting all of the way, even though nothing. They let me that said it, Pamno. Well, we move from behind them. Thank you.
Thank you, mommy, for your contribution. Hello, how are you doing the next one? Yeah, let's hear from you.
The people now. They party are all rebel party. So like the rebel way in the one so all also. That try that the one way they get nothing to show to the black people now. So they want to go to China. China will say, oh, we have 1 million for you, we have 2 million for you to cut. Because they get nothing to show on. When they see some of our party in the campaign, we're proud to pass. Anywhere we are watching people, but they not get one t-shirt in West Point. Besides the sports trainers, so next one they can be passing with their big t-shirt on the 111. I said, but where are you? I say, the mama my way. I said, but where am I second way? He said, I know. How it can happen. So they put in that both between them. What will be there, but everything? What will be there happen here? I forget to tell you.
No problem, man.
People will be there and talk and get it move them all over the country or the go. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Thank you so much for your contribution. And what are you doing?
Abraham.
Yeah.
Abraham Dean can you find on Lioness here?
Yeah, let's hear from you, please.
Yeah.
You care to go on? Okay, sorry. I don't know what's wrong with your line, but we'll get to you if we can. But let me get to this one. Hello, how are you doing?
How are you?
I'm doing fine. Please go on quickly.
Yeah, let me say Happy New Year to you. You know, when I listen to this is Ethmoka, when I listen to Louis reading that story, I would think I said, but what the guys are looking for, because up to 3 o'clock, I was following BBC, the people announced, the UN Security Council announced a meeting. I don't know whether that meeting took place. It will be tomorrow. I don't know. So what caused them to rush under the A3 or the 13 to come up with that statement? Okay? So what he was saying is that America mailed into the people business. Okay? That he was trying to the A3, what kind of 3 are saying, which was read by our own ambassador. Okay? Listen to people that are in that country. Venezuela is the world's largest deposit of oil. But the people in the country, they are suffering. Listen to our lawyer that are listening today on BBC, they were repeating on real talk.
Lady says that she cannot even afford a apartment. She can't afford a vehicle as a lawyer. But they even calling on America to go in and take over the entire country. Then who are you to tell the people what they want? See the celebration around Florida. Okay, when the news broke up. But you know, this is a clear signal to the world that for now, maybe until the whole world disappear, it come by, but America remain the world superpower. What they demonstrated Saturday at 2 a.m. Venezuela time, it proves to whosoever China, Russia, that America remain the world superpower. Can you imagine? Shut down everything they were depending on. 200 men, destined for enter in, Kaite men. After they finish carrying the men and before people in China or Russia or any other people know that the Venezuelan president along with his wife have been taken away. Look, we are Liberia. America is our allies. If even there are some screen situation that we can't speak, it better we remain quiet. If you are squeezed, you know that don't speak, you just leave it. But to come up with a kind of freaking statement, it will go against us. It will not go against the authority because they have money in their pocket. But when the effect comes, the impact will be felt on us. So now, officers, be careful how to talk and what to say and what they say. You listen to what person we are saying. What happened between he and China? And we have been hearing that in the corridor. You cannot allow us to go against our interest when we are fully aware your human rights record. Then America can't talk about it. You want to fight against all that China can good human rights record because you want to over here preachers where you can get job for here and get down to the other side. No, we can't go against our allies. So the government be careful, man. Thank you, Eddie.
Thank you, Edmond. All right, folks, that's all the time we've got tonight. The great United States of America. But you know, nobody people know the power of the United States of America. Why are you people ignoring that now? Because overhelper. Folks, tomorrow we're going to be back here, God willing. I will thank all of you so much. But whichever way to go, Liberia cannot ignore it. Because if you check between China and that of America, you have many Liberians deposited. I said deposited. You call them economic migrants. They are all right there in the United States of America. Go in China and see what happens. I want to talk about human rights records. The various companies that they have here, maybe you go to China Union here and there, the human rights record very terrible. They have our Liberian police, they're protecting them while they are flocking our Liberians. That's what happened right here, China Union. Go to any American company, whether you will see that there. Go to Firestone, whether you will see them flocking people there. No, they don't just beat on people. That's it. Right? But the Chinese areas, they are very terrible. Very terrible. Bad human relations they have. By the way, human rights record they have anyway. But that's what it is. Yeah, that's it. But again, like we said, our government should be very careful going forward. But until we are back here, God willing, tomorrow do have a pleasant night. Bye-bye.